Yo, what up, lifers? What up, lifers? What up, lifers? This is Dave Life. It's Dave Life. You're watching Dave Life After Dark. You're watching Dave Life After Dark. Tonight's episode is Diddy is facing over 100 new lawsuits. Diddy is facing over 100 new lawsuits. A Houston attorney anticipates that he's going to drop about 100 new lawsuits. Look, man, let's start this off like we always do, though, the right way, in prayer. Dearly Father, have your way, Lord. I pray that you would speak to your people, Father. Father, I pray that you would enlighten, entertain us, and inform us, Lord. I pray, Lord God, that less of me and more of you. Father, I pray for all parties involved. I thank you, Lord, for your grace and your mercy. Forgive us of our sins that we've committed both by commission and omission, Lord. Charge it to our heads and not our hearts. Help me and help Susie to deliver just the facts in an honest and unbiased and mature way. Thank you for the blessing that you've given us, and we just thank you, Lord, for trusting us. We give you praise, glory, and honor, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen, amen, and amen. Yo. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, y'all, man? We back. It's Dave Life After Dark. We back. I know I've been waiting for a little bit, man. Thank you guys for joining. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us tonight, man. So I want to say thank you. And I already have my sister from another mister. I see her down there. She already here, so I might as well introduce her. Y'all know her, Jamaican goddess, Mrs. Susie. What up, Susie? Oh, hold up, Susie. I had you on mute. There you go. What's up, Susie?
Hi, everybody. Hello,
What's going
hello.
on? What's
How are
going
you,
on? What's going
Dave?
on? Give you your horns, your clap. I'm good. Hey, man, shout out to everybody that's watching right now on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Instagram, everybody that's watching on Twitter, everybody that's watching on Facebook. I want to make sure
It's going to be a good show.
It's going to be a great show. Been away for a little bit. But we got back to it the other night, last week, and we covered the Diddy case, right? You and I went through the Kim Porter memoir, and we discussed. We actually just went through it. We discussed the memoir. We read it. We pulled excerpts out. We thought whether or not we thought it was real or not. And what was your takeaway? Give me your takeaway. Yeah, we definitely went over Al B. Sure's page where he discussed how he thought it was an edit or some sort of fabricated manuscript, like it wasn't real. And since then we've got an update. But give the people your initial reaction, Susie, to the manuscript, the Kim Porter book.
I was so grateful. If that was her who wrote it, she wrote it on a human level so that we can
Mhm.
all relate. And what I took away from that is that we need to always hold on to our integrity, no matter what is placed before us. We don't know if that's the devil or God blessing us. So we have to consult with the higher power before accepting certain things or dealing with certain people. So hold
Right,
on to your integrity no matter how bad you want something.
right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was real, Susie. And the reason I wasn't sure if it was real is because at the end it was like, oh, and I don't feel well, and guess what? He got me.
He got
And I'm
me.
like, I said that sounds Hollywood. I don't it sounds sensationalized, but I wasn't going to say that it wasn't possibly some truth in there. You know what I mean? But we did find out that there were some people that came out and said, hey, this is greatly exaggerated. First and foremost, check this out. His kids said that it was fake, right? But we also know that Al B. Sure came out and said this is like an unauthorized edit. All right, I found it. That's what I want to share. That one right there. You share this right here. All right, I don't know if you remember. I still have the clip up, Susie. This is where Al B. Sure was
Mhm.
saying, hey, man, this is an unauthorized edit. Keyword right here, right? Unfortunately, Kimberlina was taken away from us too soon. And before she could complete her true thoughts before this fake, unauthorized edit released on Amazon, which the disappearance of her computer and vital evidence raises significant more questions. Okay. So it's evident that her potential to expose the realities of her personal abuses, being drugged, the sex trafficking, the human trafficking, she was privy to, akin to the brave actions of Miss Cassie Ventura, pose a threat to those profiting from such heinous activities. I mean, the key word that I picked up on was unauthorized fake, right? I thought that
Mhm.
was huge. It's an
That is.
according to Al B. Shore, an unauthorized, a fake unauthorized edit. Now, this came out today. Amazon removes alleged Kim Porter memoir book from their site after Diddy's children and Al B. Shore say it's fake.
Hmm. Have they ever done
Remember,
something like that before?
yeah, yeah. If it's something that's slandering someone, right? If it's
Hmm.
slanderous and it's if it's slanderous, hold on, let me see. I got a little echo, Susie. You hear the
Let me
echo?
check my sound.
Yeah, turn your sound down just a bit.
Solo
Are you in your
yourself for one moment. Solo yourself one second.
all right, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. All right, I got you. All right, so Susie, come back in a second. She'll fix her sound. Look, man, the discussion here is, was the book real? And Amazon took it down. So I'll say this: if the children are saying it's not real, if Al B. Shore is saying it's not real, and if y'all don't know, Al B. Shore is Kim Porter's ex-husband. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. Al, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Al B. Shore and Kim Porter were married 89 to 90, I think. When I looked it up today, I think I saw that they were married for 1 year. All right, Susie, you back?
Yes, sir.
Hold up. Now I got you on mute. All right, say something again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're fine. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a slight. I know what it is. It's a little echo, but it's cool. Don't worry about it. 'Cause it ain't enough to look. One monkey don't stop no show. We're not gonna let no gremlins and no echoes stop us tonight. All right. So going back here to the book. I mean to the revelation that it's now being taken down. Right. Amazon
Hmm.
removes the book because they say it's fake. Now I got a few things that I can share, Susie. Um, so an anonymous source was able to get me some info because remember last week I asked the lifers. I said, "Hey, lifers, if you know if this book has been taken down or not, let me know." People began to reach out to me. So I've
Hmm.
got some people that reached out, and I'm just looking at what's the best thing that I can share tonight in light of the Diddy news. But let's start here. Let's start with the Diddy case that's out right now. Let's start with the Diddy case.
Cases.
So case is so an attorney. Yeah, this is it. All right, I got it. So Susie, we talked the other night, and we talked about the fact that Twitter is blowing up. Right, Twitter's blowing up with all this information about Diddy, about possible attorneys, right? Coming up with cases, and I have a clip here. Did you hear about the first clip was supposedly an attorney says that she was contacted by an anonymous source that says, I've seen, I'm trying to sell this tape of Diddy, with someone that's more famous potentially than him. And they were
Higher
trying to
up, more high
higher up,
value, not
high
necessarily
value.
famous.
Okay, higher value.
Hmm.
And so they were doing what's called a catch and grab or a catch and kill. So I got this
Hmm.
video. If you don't want it to get out, Mr. Celebrity, Mrs. Celebrity, come up with the money. Right. So that's what came out the other night. So for those that may not have seen that, let's play that clip from the attorney. She's an attorney for one of Diddy's new accusers. The attorney's name is Ariel Mitchell Kidd. So let's play this clip. If y'all have seen it, you'll recognize it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this right now.
Was recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
Yes.
the shopping thing is
yes,
new.
there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before. So like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow. Can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I can't explain who the person was, but
high profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video was pornographic in nature.
Oh my. All right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes. This was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participants in.
So, okay, we see now that this attorney is saying that she's representing an accuser, but she got contacted by another party that said they are in possession of a tape of Diddy being with someone of higher value. And then this attorney, Ariel, is saying that that person wanted them to contact Diddy and represent them and try to basically broker a deal. She said no. But she said she saw stills. Give me your reaction, Susie, to the fact that there's something out here, with Diddy and someone of higher value.
I'm overwhelmed. It's like once you start to process like one accusation or sometimes three come out at a time, then there's something even larger. And I kind of feel like whoever this person is that's trying to sell the tape was not in the tape, but was probably one of Diddy's cohorts, and they're trying to cash in. I mean, like everyone's trying to get what they can get. Well, the victims, of course, but now I feel like there's going to be a big, like, mudslide of the people who are not victims, but know about things or been around it that are trying to get paid as well before Diddy is like locked away forever.
Yeah, I agree. I was kind of shocked that this attorney saw stills. So that means that if Diddy was allegedly recording things, that means that some of this stuff got leaked. Right? And some people are saying, "Oh, it's the FBI that's leaking." I don't know. I'm not sure who's leaking. I'm not sure who's leaking the information. But
That's possible.
the whole scheme of a catch and kill, meaning we want to we've now caught a celebrity and we'll kill them with information, right? It's a bribery. It's a bribery scheme. That whole thing being out there, that's a trip to me. But I do believe that could be going on. You know what? I didn't tell everybody. I didn't tell everybody if they want to support the show. You can see us down on the banner. Hit us at Cash App $ Dave Life TV. Support Dave Life TV. It goes a long way with the production of the show and the support of our panelists. And you can also hit us on Venmo at Dave Life. Send us a little bit of coffee money, food money, etc. Man, we appreciate that. All right. And again, the episode that you're watching, we don't even have a title, a number, because I've stopped counting, but I'm going to go back and reorder these, Susie. But we are discussing Diddy facing over 100 new lawsuits. This is Dave Life After Dark. We're talking about Diddy facing over 100 new lawsuits. So the thing that got me was that all this stuff is pouring out. All this stuff is pouring out about Diddy. I'm really tripping off of the fact that like it feels like the walls are tumbling on Diddy. Would you agree?
Yes, as they should.
as they should. Yeah.
Honestly, like, if I was a victim, as I have been in the past, of certain things, it's harder to come forward by yourself, even with a regular person. Like, no one
Hmm.
believes you. So
Hmm.
imagine if it's someone of high value. So if I was one of his victims, I would definitely come out right now. And also because of all the hate and backlash that a lot of victims get, just like when Cosby was going through his thing, a lot
Hmm.
of the alleged victims had to deal with a lot of like negative energy. I also would prefer to anonymously try to deal with Diddy behind closed doors and get paid out. That would be, especially if it's been years, I probably healed a lot, probably not completely,
Hmm.
but yeah, I would absolutely rather not expose myself and to settle because it's a lot to
Yeah.
traumatize myself all over again. That's why these
Yeah.
ladies that are actually coming forward, these ladies and gentlemen, are very brave because I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to deal with it.
Oh shoot. Hold on. So much information.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, I have another clip here. Let's see what this clip is. So there's a lot happening. We looked at the lawyer, right? This clip right here is discussing how Diddy can be as bad as Epstein. This is one of the officers who raided Diddy's home, right? And we're just painting the picture and giving you guys the latest updates for those that don't know. One of the officers that raided Diddy's home is saying that Diddy is as bad as Epstein. I know that people are trying to say maybe not, maybe he's just on a different level. But no, one of the officers that raided is saying that he's as bad as Epstein. So let me play this clip so we can get a feel for what they're saying. Oh, hold up. Ah, I had the volume turned down. Here we go.
Thing that cannot happen and we cannot skim over is the record label executives. Remember, Sean was led into the industry by a particular record label executive. We're not going to mention his name right now, but biggest of the biggest, godfather of American music, made him, right? Funded the freak out parties as a mechanism to gather talent, bring them in, bring them into our house, let them not go to another label, a competitive label, bring them in here, compromise them, wine and dine them, promise them, put them in the studio the morning after. Here's what happens. A girl comes in that has hopes and dreams, that has slept in her car. All of a sudden, she's with Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy tells her, "You're my girl. You're my boo." The next, she's at a party. It's a freak party, and and he's having sex, and they're having sex. Next day, she's in the studio. He's delivering on the promise. She's in the studio with record label executives. She's like, "This is my world." You traffic a person through knowing their greatest desire and their greatest need. Those two things. So you meet the need, and then you play off their desire,
Listen to that.
their ambition to be a star, and you give it to them. Remember, David, I'm not speaking 30 years in human trafficking, but where did we start with human trafficking? My sister was trafficked by a record label executive. Wow. This is where this started from my family. We know this inside out. They deliver on actual promises. Then it becomes family. It's us. You can't break rank with us. If you go against us, they're all going against you. We got dirt on everybody. We filmed everybody. Politicians, David, wait until the names of the politicians come through, and the athletes. Wait until the names of the athletes
What about
come through.
Notice he said family, Susie. No. He's breaking down how they pull these people in. You start off with hey, I'm an aspiring entertainer. And then they pull you into these parties, and then allegedly they pull you into these parties. They allegedly get you into a compromised position, and then drug you allegedly, um, somehow get you into a compromised position, record it, take pictures of it, and then the next morning, hey dog, we got you doing all this. You family, you stay with us. We gonna make your dreams come true, and you end up in the studio that very next day with all the major executives, all the major players. But it's like, hey, you family, you and family don't go against family, because if you do, We all gonna turn our back on you, and then God knows, right? According to the memoir that we read, all kind of bad things allegedly could happen to you if you go against the family. Why am I using that word family? Because that word was used in a Twitter clip that I will not play. I'm not gonna play it. You know what, Susie? I'll try to find it. I'll try to find it. But it was a clip. It was a clip. It was a clip with Bieber.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it. And the thing that jumped out with me was the fact that, oh yeah, you part of the family now. You know what I'm saying? That ain't sound right. That ain't sound right.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
When you say it like that, yeah.
Here it is. All right. So this is a clip. This is a clip of it's gonna be hard to see, but over on the right hand side, right next to your picture, there's a white guy with long blonde hair like a bob with a B on his chest. Okay, that's Justin Bieber. And over on the left hand side, looks like Diddy, in a white T-shirt with some sort of a gold emblem. All right. Now, when I go and press play, it's gonna be loud. It's at a party, but just pay attention to the how welcome to the family. Pay attention to that. That's why I played this clip.
Welcome to the family, John.
Now, I'll pause it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the volume down on that one. Now this is it doesn't really show much other than he's getting drunk. He's you know in some sort of state. You know what I'm saying? When you having a good time, right? There's a clip
He
before this,
definitely looks
Susie.
in a state.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's a clip before this, Susie, and there's other clips um that I won't play, which really look like he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing.
Okay, I know about this one.
There's another clip where there's a
Mm-hmm.
celebrity, and then there's Diddy,
Mm-hmm.
and the celebrity looks like somebody is giving him uh
Mm-hmm.
service,
Felicio.
right? Fellatio. And then Diddy kind of says something because you can clearly see it's Diddy. And then the person that pops up is Justin Bieber, and he looks like confused and looks like, and then people are saying, oh, he had something on his face, some sort of liquid. And I saw that video. That ain't alleged. I saw the video, right? And the thing is, I'm not here to slander anybody or to shame anybody, right? But I'm painting a picture that what they said in the clip is that they bring you into the family, right? They bring you into the family, and you really can't go against the family. And that's why when I heard the term, when I heard the term welcome to the family, Justin, it just made me go, oh man, maybe what this brother is saying in this clip right here about his sister being trafficked and all of that, maybe it's credible. Okay, going back to this news clip of the FBI agent.
David, wait until the names of the politicians come through and the athletes.
Let me back it up a little.
All going against you. Deliver on actual promises. Then it becomes family.
Boom.
It's us.
Boom.
You can't break rank with us.
Boom.
If you go against us, they're all going against you.
Boom.
We cut dirt on everybody. We filmed everybody. Politicians, David.
We got to pause that. Did you hear that? We got dirt
I
on
think I missed that
everybody
the first time.
because he's speaking quickly,
We
right?
filmed everybody.
We filmed everybody. We got dirt on everybody. If you go against us, you're going against the family.
And Jay-Z said nobody wins when the family feuds.
Yeah, and I know he was talking about him and Beyonce, but I mean, it could be a double entendre, right? Right? We're talking about the plausibility of things that are happening in the industry in plain sight that we can't see, that we are unaware of. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a trip. Susie, are you got me on speaker or you got your AirPods in?
Pods.
Man, I am getting an echo. I think I'm getting an echo. But don't worry about it. We good. We gonna like I said. All right, check 1 2. It's probably me. All right, cool. Hey, look, I want to keep going. So, family, right? All right.
Mhm.
You know who Kim's family is?
I saw something about her mother and father earlier today on a video I watched. That's about it.
Yeah, her mother and father's her family. Yeah. Who else would be considered Kim's family?
Her children.
Her children. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Who
probably
else?
Al. They're so close. They're so close. Al
Ah,
B. Mm-hmm.
I'll be sure is considered family. Why? Ex-husband, mother, father of your child. You know what I'm saying? Friends. Um, we saw um, his post about Kim. I'm trying to get something together here. All right. I'm just gonna go with this. Um, there's all types of information out here about I think I'll be sure has been trying to tell us something for years, right?
I think
Um,
more is going to come out later.
well, look at this clip from July 16th of 2012. It says, "What the f? Who the hell wants to kill Al B. Sure? Read his cryptic Facebook message. Who wants to kill Al B. Sure?" This is from 2012.
Wow.
Okay, 2012. We got another headline. Hip hop rumors from allhiphop.com. Is Al B. Sure going crazy or dissing Diddy or both? All right. Is he going crazy? Is he dissing Diddy or both? Right. So Al has been speaking up. Al B. Sure has been telling us the whole time, like, hey, look into this. I don't know what's going on with her death. And on our last episode, we discussed how he fell sick, right? Out of the blue. We discussed how in the book it alleges that um, if you went against Diddy allegedly, you got sick. You ended up with pneumonia, right? Or flu-like
Mhm.
symptoms. We mentioned that Kim Porter was seeing flu-like symptoms. Al
Mhm.
B. Sure was in a coma. Jamie Foxx got sick out the blue. Jamie Foxx even said he felt like somebody's trying to kill him when he was filming this movie with Cameron Diaz before he got sick. Um,
Mm.
yeah, so the book speculates that you go against the family, Puff Daddy and the Family, No Way Out, name of his top album. I'm just drawing connections.
Oh,
I'm
good
just
one.
drawing connections, right? That things can happen. Um, Let me see if I have another clip. So we talked about that when we talked about um yeah. Yeah. All right.
Do you,
First of all,
do you have one
let's
about the? Go ahead.
go Susie.
Do you have a clip about the 3,285 um potential victims?
I sure do. I
That
sure
number is
do.
ridiculous.
You are doing your job tonight. You were helping me out because I definitely was about to skim over that. All right. You know what's funny is that Mr. Albie Shore posted that. I'm telling you, man, you gotta follow people's pages and see what they own because
Hmm.
they be telling us stuff without telling us stuff. All right. All right. So here is Albie Shore's page. This is his Instagram. And if you scroll, you can see right here, right? You and I, we read these three the other day.
Hmm.
These three discussing his reaction to the fake memoir, right? But this one right
Hmm.
here is a clip from the press conference of a certain attorney, and his name is Tony Busby. Okay.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
Mm.
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened.
Mm.
People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities.
Mm.
They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
Mm.
Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty.
I wanna mute it right here for a moment. They said that's attorney Tony Busby. He's saying that we know what we're up against. He's saying that we know that people can be downright dirty and nasty, right? People can be mean and all of this stuff. I do want to highlight the fact that one celebrity, shout out to Al. He's one of my favorite producers and songwriters. One of the, in my opinion, one of the goats back in the 90s, man. Along with Bobby Brown, Teddy Riley, you know what I'm saying, Keith Sweat. I'll be sure Kyle West, shout out to them. I think that he's been talking since 2012 about how they're wondering if is Diddy trying to kill him. I mean, he's been speaking out, right? And I believe if I'm not mistaken, let me see. When did Kim pass? Did Kim pass in 2018?
I believe that's correct.
You know, I'm just going to triple
2018
check.
or 19. I think it's 18.
November 15th, 2018. Mm-mm-mm. And I know Diddy's birthday is November 4th. And I know because I'm a Scorpio. I've been looking up all his Diddy parties. Let me see. I am looking for a piece of information. But Al
Why'd you point out, why'd you highlight the part about people being mean and dirty and stuff like that out of that video? What?
book, in my opinion, slandered Al B. Sure amongst others. If you notice when that book discussed certain things, Susie, it redacted a certain name. This person XXX, and the lady that was reading the memoir was like, who the hell is XXX? Right? It was redacting certain people, but it was throwing other people under the bus. Right? Some of the names of people that were thrown under the bus in a major way: Al B. Sure, Kamorley Simmons, Kadada Jones, Gene Deal to an extent, Jamie Foxx, Jay-Z. There were names thrown. Will Smith. There were names thrown in that book, and it was egregious, right? And I was like, this felt like a smear campaign. But I think it's important that we pay attention to the fact that certain people are trying to be silenced. Okay. We saw the clip, we saw the image, right, of who the hell wants to kill Al B. Short from 2012, right? We saw that image. Let me see if I can find another. I got another clip. What's up, my man Quell? What up, Quell? Some people coming through. What up, Quell? Hey, man, shout out to all the lifers real quick. Shout out to all the lifers that are watching. We got a bunch of people watching right now on YouTube and on Facebook. So shout out to all the lifers that are watching. Twitter is popping right now. Most of our people on Twitter right now. So make sure you guys follow and subscribe. Dave Life TV. All right. Susie, man, I'm trying to figure out where to go with this.
There's so many directions. You can't go wrong. It's like it's like where
Yeah,
do you go? Do you
I
want to
bet.
go with clips or do you want to go with reactions right now? Your next step, is it a clip or is it a reaction?
My next step is a reaction to
Hmm.
something that was sent to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it.
This whole thing has made me, while you're looking for that, this
Hmm.
whole thing has made me like emotional. Like the more that comes out, it kind of makes me sad and it upsets me at the same time because it's like this has been set up for women and people to be treated this way for many years since the inception of hip hop. Not the inception, because in the beginning, it wasn't
Hmm.
about degrading women or, all of these things. It was just telling a story of struggle in the beginning of hip hop. And as it evolved, it became a thing where they normalized the mistreatment of each other, the devaluing of each other. So now when people like women try to speak out, we've been called hoes for decades, not for doing whole things,
Right.
just because we're a woman. So then when you try to speak out, they're like, oh, that hoe is this or that hoe just that. And it makes people silence. So to see all these victims, over 3,000 alleged victims that didn't feel valued enough or didn't feel like they'd be heard, that kept it to themselves is insane. It's insane. Did you find it?
Yeah, I found a lot of stuff. Um, Look, I just wanted to be known that the authorities back in the day ran a massive PR campaign against Al B. Shore to make him look like he was crazy. All right. Um,
Mm,
a massive PR campaign to make him look like he was crazy. And even the book misrepresented him, right? The book tried to make it seem like, him and Diddy were cool. And what I'm hearing is that, they really didn't like each other, you know?
what
And
do you mean
I'll
the
have to,
authorities?
well, when you start getting into, um, when you start getting into all of the different organizations that could possibly help or support an Epstein or Diddy type, character,
Okay.
right? You gotta
Okay.
you gotta real you gotta realize that um money allows people to do a lot of things. This right here is a clip. Y'all gotta watch the last episode that we had. Y'all gotta watch the last episode. Um the last episode of After Dark is up on YouTube. Susie and I, we broke down the fact that the memoir said a lot, and we went through the memoir, and we really broke down one of Al's posts, Al B. Shore's post, where he said that this book is inflammatory. It misrepresents me totally. It's fabricated. It's lies, and people are putting out lies about me. They're not putting out facts. So I love the fact that in his post, he spoke up and said, "Look, man, this ain't real. This ain't facts." But he had a picture, and I like this picture so much. I put it as a cover for some stuff that we're gonna put out soon. Susie, one of our episodes, we'll use this as a cover. But it's basically Kim and Al being in love. You know, before
Mhm,
the kids, before the Diddy drama. Kim and Al being in love, and I feel like what some people try to do, Susie. I feel like some
mhm,
people try to silence the truth. They try to silence celebrities. They try to quench the truth and kill voices, right? And
absolutely.
And and I feel like you got to speak about the truth. All right. So Albie Shore has been speaking on this for a long time. They put out a PR campaign against him to make him look crazy and later silence him for initially exposing the terror being done to him, Kim, and many others. And now that Diddy's behind bars, look at all the accusations and accusers that are coming out. Right? Man, like Kim,
I
Kim was
believe his
Kim.
henchmen lost faith in him because even if he's behind bars, the people who, do his dirty work would still ride for him. But they must really feel like, okay, he's not getting out of this one.
Well, the
That's why
problem
people
is
feel so free.
the
Go ahead.
problem is this. The problem is this. Allegedly, if you are ruling by fear, and now your hands are tied or your power is cut off,
Um,
allegedly, then people become emboldened. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, we can get more into the Diddy thing in a second, right? Because I do feel that someone snatched his power and snatched the cards from up under him, right? And that would be potentially the people that put him on, right? Potentially the people that put him on. Oh
saw
yeah,
that clip.
somebody just asked, have y'all seen the over 100 people filing in Texas? What's up, Miss Anzie? We actually did, and we were just talking about that. And this is the attorney attorney right here. He's the one, Tony Busby. He's the one that is actually submitting and anticipating over 100 lawsuits against Diddy while Diddy is behind bars. But going back real quick to Al B. Shore, he was reached out to law enforcement personally and tagged FBI, CIA, NYPD, LAPD, Las Vegas Metropolitan, and other social media outlets. And he was clowned and called delusional, which he was also made aware that some of them were on payroll, which made the abductions and trafficking undetected, which solidified having him locked in a mental facility for months, using the excuse that he wanted to harm himself and should be locked up for his own safety because he had lost his mind, stating Diddy was sex trafficking his then girlfriend, another manager, Kim, and others, which started to be a habit. So Albie Shore was really maligned back in the day. And it's unfair because it's like when he got sick, you know what I mean? And he was in a coma and it was like a strange, unknown sickness. I was like, something ain't right. And then when Jamie Foxx was saying, I feel like somebody's trying to kill me. And then he had some illness that they don't talk about, possibly a stroke. I was like, something ain't right, man. Something ain't right with that. And I applaud any celebrity that will speak out. How do you feel about people coming forward now because he's behind bars? There are lawsuits that's been settled quickly. For instance, the Cassie case, a civil lawsuit was settled in less than 4 hours. It felt like definitely less than 24 hours, right?
I
Then
feel this is the right thing for everyone to do. Like now that I'm more mature with my thought
Mhm,
process, instead of being, programmed to think a certain way. Because if you're on social media too much, or if you listen to music too much, you're
right.
programmed to not have empathy for people, like to just, But now that I'm more cleansed, and I think this is the best time for everyone to come out. I hope everyone comes out. I hope the celebrities that were victims, even if they have a little dirt on their hands, as long as they
Mhm,
don't have too much dirt, they should come out. Everyone should come out now while it's safe. I
mm,
applaud them for coming.
mm.
Mhm.
Excuse me. I want to be, I'm mindful of speaking on celebrities because, like I said, I live out here, you know, and I know people that know people, so I'm not slandering anyone.
Mhm.
Miss Anzie said Jamie got sick right after he said he was filming Diddy parties. Um, we got to check. That might be true. That might be true.
There was something. There was something that we kind of. I know we're talking about Al B, but as far as the S trafficking, I don't want your video to get flagged.
Yeah.
There was somewhere in the book where I don't know if it was the book or something else I saw where she said where Kim was put in the back of a car, or it was Cassie, I don't know which one, and there were no locks in the back of that vehicle on one of Diddy's vehicles. And now they're accusing him of S trafficking, multiple children, and the tunnels under his home, and all of these things. And they showed clips of him adopting that 15 or 14-year-old,
The girl.
that Caucasian young lady.
Yeah.
This is just, I
I mean,
mean,
look,
I don't even know what to do with all
let's go
this.
back. Let's go back to Justin Bieber. What I've read online is that, you know, Usher was Bieber's legal guardian for a period of time, and that he turned guardianship over to Diddy for 48 hours. And that's when Diddy was seen saying, "Hey, yo, how old are you?" He's like, "I'm 16." He said, "Man, when you turn, or I'm 14 or whatever." He's like, "When you turn 16, you could drive this car. You could do this. We're gonna have all types of ladies around." And people are alleging that that whole grooming thing and guardianship thing, that there's something weird there in terms of children being trafficked. And there's so many places we can go, but then there's the young lady who's been on Twitter saying that she was a Diddy party favor. Have you seen that,
Mm.
girl? You're
Ooh,
frozen.
no, what a word.
Okay, no, you're good. You're not glitching no more. It's kind
Okay.
of glitching. There is a video where a young lady is graphically saying, "I've been telling y'all since 2012 I was a party favorite passed around at a Diddy party when she was a minor, right?" And she basically is saying that child services did not do anything to help or stop, after she reported her case. And you can hear a parent or an adult. Now, this woman right now is an adult, right? At least I believe
Hmm.
she is. It looks like she is. And you can hear a growner person in the background co-signing and saying child services didn't do anything. You know, I might try to find that and play a clip of that. But yes, even with the Busby cases coming out against Diddy, he said that there were minors. That one particular minor was 9 years old and said that
Hmm.
they wanted a record deal, and some things occurred. And I think I do also have a clip of that. I'm gonna find all this. Go ahead while I look for the clip.
Okay. I'm just still like, but I think I saw the video with the young lady who said she was a party favorite. I think she was the one who also spoke on the tunnels underneath the houses. And did you hear about the baby oil having, I think it's called GHB, if
I
it's
did.
like a liquid ecstasy? Yeah.
I
Do you
did.
have anything on that?
Other than the fact that I heard, I haven't seen any proof yet that the feds have confirmed that, but I have
Mm-hmm.
definitely heard that those bottles were laced. Um,
Mm.
yeah, that those bottles were laced. Hold up. Here she is, the young lady. Yeah. All right, I'll zoom in on. Yeah, she was dropping names, so I'm gonna play it, but I cannot confirm any of this. So all of this is alleged, and I'm gonna let the lady speak in her own words. But victims are speaking out. That's what I'll say, and alleged victims are.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I found it. Here we go.
I never thought that we would see the day where Diddy would get arrested. And I told you guys in that Maria Z interview in 2021 that no one tells on Diddy. P. Diddy. All right? Just the same way nobody tells on Denzel Washington. People don't
Mm.
usually talk and stop and think about the children victims that are going through things right now as we speak and the ones who suffered through all this bullshit. I decided to stop for a second and do some projects with with projects all around because we just said, you know what, this is our life. It's not changing. We stopped somewhere, and I've been hiding. My mom and I have been hiding. We've had our head down. We've tried to back up. We've tried to tell you everything that we can, and now we have people messaging us, investigators, people that want to talk now, when now it's because it's trending. We're still not on the subject of the kids. All the adults are covering their asses. All the adults are, I left at a certain time, yet you knew children were there. You knew these parties were not okay. They weren't freak-offs. They were satanic ritual orgies.
Yeah, I definitely am getting information that it was more than just freak offs. Like it wasn't just look, if adults wanna have orgies and if adults want to have same sex or swinging or any of that, that's their choice, right? It becomes a problem when people are being drugged and people are being taken advantage of. It becomes a problem when people are being filmed without their consent. It becomes a problem when you hold it over people's head in order to get access alleged into other parts of the industry or to kind of bribe them or keep them under your thumb. It becomes a problem when minors are present and it becomes a problem when minors are being touched, right? Um, one of the sources that I have says uh, that they'd be kidnapped, threatened, and ravaged sexually by all the derelicts in the room if they resisted and didn't give them access um, to the homes, electronics, devices, bank accounts, etc. They would all have their turns on the victims and film it all simultaneously via their cell phones, later to be turned into to Diddy for his like, that's his predilection, is his filing. He would just keep it. That's his thing. He liked watching the assaults, like a Jeffrey Dahmer type who kept all his trophies after a kill. So you know, people are sending me information, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's real. It's real in the field because it really people are talking. Is what I'm saying, Susie. People are talking because now that again Diddy's behind bars, a lot of alleged victims are coming out, and we gotta really, really take the time and think. Cassie wasn't lying. Everything she said in her lawsuit, they raided the house. They found tapes. Now they finding baby oil. Now they finding guns. The videotape came out, right? Originally, I didn't do anything of these heinous things in this lawsuit. Then the videotape comes out, and Diddy says, "Man, I was effed up." You know what I'm saying? I was in a bad place. So he admitted. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is all the information that's coming out and that's being sent to people, and that's and the cases, everybody ain't lying. It's similar to R. Kelly. Everybody ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting scary out here. You know what I'm saying? But the
And
truth will make you free. And so I'm glad people are coming out and speaking the truth. Go ahead.
and that's why on our last episode I was saying, how hurt how I get hurt. I feel hurt whenever, I hear people saying, "Oh, they're just trying to take down a black man," or, that type of stuff, because as a black woman, a lot of the times it is black men that are actually doing the most hurt towards us. And instead, when the actual abusers hear all the support they're getting without any evidence being out, it emboldens them to keep doing it. And it makes the victims isolate themselves because they're like, how can I win? They don't even know what's going on and they're supporting this person. And I'm a nobody. I just feel like, all the support a lot of these celebrities get emboldens them to continue to do what they're doing. So much so that that's why there's so much out there from Diddy, just putting it out there like so freely, posting certain videos because he feels untouchable because of the support. I feel like we as consumers or just, people need to withhold our comments or at least talk to each other and not post certain things of support too much because it emboldens these people to keep going hard and victimizing people. We have to like protect each other, the regular people who can't afford lawyers, who can't afford protection, who can't afford to speak out. If we get deleted, no one will care. We have to protect these type of people.
Hmm. Yeah, I found a video. I found a video of where Diddy had custody of Bieber for X amount of time.
Mm.
Um, and it you know, it's sad because you really don't want to think that someone would traffic anyone or that children were being harmed and all this. But you know, if you here it is, you got a young person like this that's talented, that's trying to get into the industry or already in the industry, and you know, here comes potential people wanting to
Boy,
take advantage of them.
they're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. Um, you know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and yeah, and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
We talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct
Buck
occurred.
full crazy is scary when you're talking about hanging out with a minor.
Because isn't buck from slave terms?
Yeah, Buck
Like
also
back in the
is
slave
when
days?
yeah, when they looked at the slaves and compared them to animals, right? Also, you say buck naked, right? People say
Mm.
buck naked. People also say butt naked, right? So when you say something like we're gonna go buck crazy or buck wild, that's akin to usually no hose barred or getting naked or getting drunk or something crazy. So that's
I thought
egregious and
about breaking
wild.
the buck,
Breaking a
breaking the
buck,
buck like the
same
slave.
thing. And you saying
Mhm.
this about a minor, we about to, you know what I'm saying? So definitely uh suspect conversation. When you go back and look at the clips, it's cringe. You know, it's cringy clips from years ago. Especially you talking about a minor. Yeah. Reaction. Thoughts to just even seeing that.
He looked uncomfortable. He didn't look uncomfortable yet. He looked confused. He was like, what is he talking
That's
about?
shocking.
But then when
Mm,
the clip later on when they're in the studio and Diddy walks upon him and catches him in the studio and says, oh, you haven't called me, you haven't talked to me, and so on and so forth. And Bieber was saying, oh, but you don't have my number. And that's when he looked uncomfortable. So from that time to the studio time, that's when something happened because that look completely changed.
hmm Oh, and then they got this clip here where they're saying that Diddy seems to be checking to see if he's wearing a wire. This clip right here.
Oh,
You know?
wow. That's a great observation.
Yeah, just more and more, you know, things that make you go, what's happening here? You know what I mean? Um, there was one clip, and I'm not saying that this is um man, let me just find it. Let me just find it because let me find it. Yeah, I don't yeah, man.
What do you think the future of entertainment is going to look like at the end of this case? Like, this is going to be nuts. It's going to be wild. I feel like we're going to get cleaned out.
Um, I found two clips. All right. I'll play the first clip. To answer your question, look, man, it's really scary. It's really scary to think that this stuff goes on a lot in Hollywood. Like you hear about all of the Illuminati and satanic rituals. You hear about all that stuff, but you don't really want to believe that it could be that, because it's like, yo, it's beyond unreal. It's like, what? Like the whole Epstein Island, right? If
Mhm.
minors were being flown into the Epstein Island for use to being passed around with powerful people of all races and backgrounds,
Mhm. Mhm.
that is a pedophile ring. That is, like I said, we're not talking about adults having an orgy. We're talking about kids.
And they didn't add the voodoo aspect to Epstein, but in the memoir it did say that
He
allegedly Kim,
practiced
if she
voodoo.
wrote it, said that yes.
That did he practice voodoo?
Mhm. And that young lady
Yeah.
in the video said the same thing.
The young lady just Allie. Her name is Allie, I believe. The young lady just said that it was satanic rituals. Her name
Mhm.
is Allie Carter. She's the one that's saying that they're doing satanic things and at these Diddy parties, or at least that Diddy was. Miss Anzie asked, "How are parents just randomly giving guardianship to their children?" Yeah, it's some wild stuff here. I want to show this other video. Now, this is a video of Bieber and Diddy partying. I'll say it's 29 seconds. Let's see what this shows us.
Oh, he's bad boy now. Oh, signing the bad boy. It's your icon alert. It's called. Bad boy. Bad boy.
Yeah, and in that video, he looked a little out of it, to be nice. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Did you see the video of, I know you have another one lined up, but did you see the video of Mary J recently on the red carpet?
Mm.
That she looked super uncomfortable, like something's coming down the pipe for her next. This is the most recent, I think it came out today. She was on the red carpet. She looked
Mm.
totally uncomfortable. If you've
Mm.
seen it, you immediately pick up.
Really?
Ah, this is
Wow.
wild.
Well, I
Yeah.
know she just announced a tour. Um,
Hmm.
I'll just say, you can't serve nobody if they moving around. So you can eventually get to them. But I'm not saying that because look, I love Mary J. Blige. I love her show. Power Book 2 Ghost, rest in peace to Monet. So I'm not even gonna go there, right? Because I'm just gonna deal with Diddy, right? But yeah, a lot of people are implicated. Look, Faith Evans was implicated in that memoir, right? A lot of people, man. A lot of scary stuff. Look at this video right here. And it's uncomfortable, man, because look, this young man is clearly high or something. Now look at him. He's a minor.
Funny. Is this real
It's not
life?
Oh shoot.
Yes, this is real life. I feel.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. Thank you. That's why you gotta have a
second set of
co-host.
eyes.
Somebody. Yeah, man. Hold on. All right. Yo, this is. I'm just gonna play it.
Funny. Is this real life? Yes, this is real life. I feel crazy. Is the world is spinning around me. Don't touch your stitches, Justin. Bieber, don't touch your stitches. What's happening? No. Bieber, stop. You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers. I have 3 fingers. this gonna last forever?
Oof.
Just stop it. Funny.
Now, here's the situation, right? Why is that clip relevant? Some might say, oh, he probably had surgery. He's probably high off of laughing gas or, some sort of propofol, some sort of, something to put you under. Well, if I read correctly, that was the day he went over Diddy's house. Right after that, right after he had his stitches or whatever he went to the doctor for. Yep, Diddy had him for 48 hours. Don't know why. As I grab my
Why
charger.
would they record him? Why would they record that? That was scary, and then they slowed it down for effect. But whatever, it's still scary. Is this gonna last forever? That's what he said.
That's
Wow,
what he said. I mean, it's super
wow.
scary
I've
because
never
you
seen
don't know
that
what the
clip.
context of this. Yeah.
Is this real life?
Is this real life?
Yes, this is real life. I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. Don't touch your
Mm.
stitches, Justin. Bieber, don't touch your stitches. What's happening? No. Bieber, stop.
Who is
You
that
have
talking to him
4
like that?
eyes. I have 2 fingers. I have 3 fingers. Is this gonna last forever? Just stop it.
Did they ever say how he got the stitches?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Hold on, I gotta plug in before I lose power. Not that I didn't look into it that far just yet. That was just a shocking clip, right? To see
Mm.
the lack of guardianship, the lack of protection, right, for a minor. Right. He's a star, he's a moneymaker, or at least he's on the way to become that. And, God knows what's going on with the young man. And again, who knows? Someone could say, oh man, that you know what I mean, that could have been after doctor's visit, that could have been after something, right? Because I know, right, you're under and you're not fully yourself. But who knows why that was being recorded? Who knows who that person was talking?
Right.
It just, I don't want my child somewhere with some people coming off of anesthesia or whatever state he's in. I'm assuming it's anesthesia. What if it was something illegal? Right? I don't want my child like that being recorded. You know?
It's and I kind of have a little sympathy for certain parents,
Right.
because they always come for the parents. I'm a parent. I would never let my child go with people like that, but that's not to say I would judge others for doing it to a certain extent, because this started quite a few years ago before it was complete common knowledge. It was just whispers. It wasn't common knowledge that Diddy was allegedly this type of person, just like
Mm.
how people used to let their kids go to Boy Scouts and all of that
Yep.
stuff until it came out that that was a dangerous place for kids. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know until you know. So you can't like double victimize families sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There's some that are very much guilty of just shoving their kids anywhere. But then some people really don't know. You trust people until you have a reason not to. And that's a
Well,
hurtful way to find out who not to trust.
yeah. I mean, but you definitely can't trust strangers. I mean, at least you shouldn't. I know officials like teachers, doctors, you're supposed to be able to trust, but you know, these celebrity handlers and all of that. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Um, so Susie, going back to the Diddy lawsuits, um, over 100 lawsuits.
Hmm. And over 3,285 victims, allegedly.
Allegedly. What did you say? You said you can't have sex with that many people consensually. Like,
For real. How old is he? About 50?
yeah, Diddy's a little over
Around
50.
that age?
Hmm.
That's a lot of mileage.
Yeah, it is.
Like, Jesus.
Hmm. Yep.
It has to be a ritual, like they're saying, And it's like, what do you think about this? This is like, I know you're out there, so you can't say certain things,
Right.
but I'm just gonna generalize it per se. You know how they say that it happened to him, it probably happened to him when he was coming in the industry.
Right.
But now it's like it seems as though he's enjoying it. So like that victim label, I can't see it on him anymore. Like sometimes the victim becomes the perpetrator fully by choice. And I feel like he kind of embraced the role of the perpetrator. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. How do you feel about that?
The scariest quote from that memoir is when somebody walked in allegedly and saw
Hmm.
Diddy allegedly messing with a man, right? And the scariest
Hmm.
quote is when allegedly, as Diddy was leaving the room. Oh, that's what it was. It was. Remember, they alleged that Diddy had been with the father from Family Matters. The
Hmm.
character's name is Carl Winslow. The actor's name,
Hmm.
forgive me, I got to look it up. But I also know he was the actor from Chicago in Die Hard.
Hmm.
Um, they were saying that Diddy was with him. And so it was a comedian that said he broke through the door. That's what it was. It wasn't the memoir. Me and you talked about a clip on YouTube that I saw where a comedian said
Hmm.
he was at Diddy party. He heard somebody getting tore down. He thought it was a lady and he thought it was funny. So he busts open the door to try to catch Diddy in the act. And it's allegedly Diddy and the actor that played Carl Winslow. And when Diddy left the room, this is what the most disturbing thing I heard out of this whole scenario is when he looks at the comedian and says, the most satisfying thing is to get a man to do something for some money. So that
Oof.
goes to the idea of, oh, this person is alleged, completely a predator. And again, the information I'm getting from sources um, corroborates that, people are complicit. And this is the scary part, right?
Mhm.
And this is all alleged. We're talking about the lawsuits, right? And what could happen going forward with Diddy. What do y'all think, man? Call to action. Everybody that's in the comments. First of all, um, what do you think is going to happen to Diddy? Is Diddy going to make it to trial? God forbid, as some are
Mm.
saying, is he going to unalive himself? I'm not wishing that upon anyone, but is that going to occur? Unalive trial, or someone else is going to take him out? The industry. Is he safe?
They're saying he's not eating. So I think he's afraid of being poisoned. So if he's afraid of being poisoned, I doubt he will erase himself.
Mm,
So I don't know. This one, he might end up like R. Kelly. He might just do his time, sit still.
yeah.
I don't think he wants to go out. I don't think he's ready to leave this place.
Miss Angie says she believes he got drunk with power.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, Susie, I'm over here. Just looking at. Um, I'm looking at all the information that I have. Um,
I feel like we missed something. I'm not sure what. There's so much going on with him. It's easy to miss something.
yeah. All right.
We're gonna
So we
wake up
saw.
in the morning. It'll be more.
Oh yeah, no. We definitely gonna talk about this more this week. Um, I do know that Amazon took it down. All right. Look at this. We just said this. We pointed this out. Look at this headline. This how you know me and you are on it. Look at this headline. Albie Shore calls alleged Kim Porter memoir calculated fiction. Requests formal
Wow.
investigation via Instagram. And that's from Ice Cream Convos, okay? But I mean, we calculated fiction. We found the quote that said fake. and it said edited, right, from his post.
Mhm.
Like I said, man, people are out here dropping information,
And you
calculated.
pointed out that he tagged the FBI, remember, in his post?
Yep,
Yep.
it's the real deal.
So that's
It's definitely the real deal. Man, oh wow, somebody said he's eating now. He's requesting a kosher diet. All right, so check this out. We also had a clip from Suge Knight on the last episode where we talked about how Suge said that they do this. It's so beyond me. The boiled egg test. And Susie, you said
That's why I started laughing. My vagina went past that test. I think I'm gonna go try it either later tonight or in the morning.
Susie,
Every
Susie,
hold on, all the viewers, if you have a, I don't want the guys to do this. We need anyway.
Susie, don't try. Susie, don't. Please, God, I don't want to hear
Why?
because
A
I don't
group
want to hear.
experiment.
I don't want to hear about some egg debris and you got to go to the hospital.
I'm like, I can't make it next show. I'm in the hospital.
Jamaican goddess is in the hospital because she got shards of eggshells.
I'm gonna try it. I got to. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. I have to. I'm curious. Miss Angie, are you on there? I know we
Yeah.
don't know each other, honey, but let's all go try the egg test.
D Tuggle said, "Wow, that's crazy." But look, listen. So he's requesting a kosher diet. Why is Diddy requesting a kosher diet? I know why. Suge Knight actually said on his interview with Kumo, he said, if Diddy, if you ain't eating, he said you need to request a kosher diet because it comes prepackaged, and then you get to unwrap it in your cell. So he's thinking that people probably can't tamper with your food if you request a kosher diet. This is something that Suge said. So if he's doing a kosher diet, somebody gave him that information. So all I'm saying is that people are talking. It's a lot being said, and it's a lot that's getting to Diddy and all that. Look, hold up. Miss Angie says, Susie, you bet not.
I can't help it. Now I want to know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to let everybody down. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna boil that egg. She said she is not.
Miss Angie said, I am not. Please, Lord. Look, I am not recommending that anybody try that. Dave Life ain't got nothing to do with what Jamaican Goddess is about to attempt at home. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Let me see if I'd have made it in the industry. But anyway, the he knows, I think Diddy knows that where his people, he has connections allegedly
Yeah.
in politics, and so he knows there are people within the jailhouse that can reach him. He
Right.
knows there's crooked people right around him right now. He knows that. That's why he's afraid. I don't even trust that kosher stuff though, because he can use a needle and put it through the plastic. But he has to eat.
Look at this headline. Look at this head. Hold up. Go back. There it is. Look at this headline. Kim Porter's father speaks out amid Diddy's arrest, saying that the truth will come out. That was just a few days ago, September 29th. Okay, Jake Porter, the father of the late Kim Porter, has broken his silence following the recent arrest, saying the truth will come out. Okay. I'll be sure to send cease and desist over alleged Kim Porter diary on Amazon. So, man, listen, Al might have been the one to get it shut down.
Mhm.
Okay. Out here doing the Lord's work. He said, you ain't gonna slander my name. Yo, the book was egregious, man. Basically, the book made Diddy out to be a complete monster that had full control over men and women and children. And the scary part is some of these accusers are turning out to be minors, little boys, right? Little girls. It's scary, man. Did you hear about the 9-year-old that wanted to get a record contract and something occurred? Did you hear about that? I'm trying to find that clip. What do you remember about that?
It didn't really get into detail when I saw it. It just had it as a headline, and
Just a
it just
headline?
added him. Yeah, it just added that person as one of the many people coming out. So I didn't get a clip that had actual details. Maybe Miss Angie has something in the comments, but she's on it.
Okay, I have a clip I want to discuss. Miss Angie did say that that Al B. Sure has been posting a lot of stuff. And she said he definitely posted the cease and desist on his IG page. Yeah, like I said, man, don't play with Al, man. I know he ain't got nothing to lose, you know, and I know God is with him because he survived whatever they tried to put on
Mm-hmm.
him. Can you imagine if someone
Mm-hmm.
allegedly tries to unalive you and it don't
What?
work?
Ooh,
Boy,
he got
let me
lucky.
tell you something.
Or he was blessed. One of the two. 'Cause
Blessed, blessed in a major way. Um, he said the prosecutor only touched on it. He didn't want to share any details about the little boy. I remember that.
okay.
Tony Busby, he didn't really get into it. Yeah. Yo, this whole thing is crazy, man. Like the whole get down is nuts. New York
Why do you
Post.
think the cult? Go ahead. You found something?
Yeah, New York Post. Jesus, man. It's just showing how bad everything is right now. The New York Post. Porno allegedly showing Diddy with a more famous A-list celebrity being shopped around, lawyer says. That's the one that we the lawyer earlier that we
Mm-hmm.
the first clip we played. And this is in the New York
Mm-hmm.
Post. Um, you know, all right, since it's out there, let's speculate. Who do you think it is? Allegedly. Who do you think this alleged and
High
they
profile.
and they didn't say whether it was a man or a woman. I remember the lady said she was like, and the lawyer made sure she did not lean one way or the other.
I think it's a man, of course.
Do you?
I mean, it's Diddy. Come on. And I don't think it's an entertainer. I
Mm.
think it's either an owner of something or a politician of some sort. Yeah, one of those two things. Either a CEO of a major corporation or a politician.
Well, let's play a part of the clip again.
Contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Hold up. Damn. Why does my mind work this way? She just said she got contacted by someone that said they wanted her to represent them in the sale of a tape.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Susie, where am I going? Who out there in the world would say, I want a lawyer to represent me in the sale of this tape? In the sale of this tape. Guess what you
I have
gotta
no
do?
clue. It's not a porn company
Guess what you on the right track, because guess what you gotta do when you sell a tape? You gotta market it, you gotta
and get the
distribute it,
rights.
get the rights and distribute it. Who out there has sold a pornographic tape and profited from it? What
Ray J
famous
them? I don't know.
the Kardashians?
The Kardashian family. But okay, come on, hold on, Dave. Don't play the clip yet. This was I was gonna bring up earlier. Did you see? I don't know if you have that clip. Do you have the clip where they were coming to the
Look at Derek.
um
Look at
the
Derek
home
Tuttle.
of Kim Porter after she passed away, and Kimora was there crying, and
No.
Corey Gamble, which is the boyfriend of Kim's mom. You saw that? Your face looks like you saw that.
I haven't seen the clip, but I heard of the people that were there. Now look, And the reason I'm saying all this is that someone contacted this lawyer so that they could be represented in the sale of a tape. I don't need representation unless it's me on the tape.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
This doesn't sound like hey, I'm about to bribe Diddy because I have obtained one of his tapes. This sounds like, yo, I'm on it and I'd like to
But
profit
she,
from it. Either
you
it's
think
listen,
she's?
it's either
Mhm.
someone's on it and they want to profit from it, or someone's on it and they want to profit by ending like getting the exclusive rights so it can't come out. See what I'm saying? Like for instance, the
Mhm.
Cassie case. Cassie had a tell-all book. Hey, look, Diddy, I got a tell-all book. You can buy it for 30 million and the rights are yours and it'll never come out. It'll disappear. Diddy said, I ain't paying no 30 million. Lawsuit came out the next day. Diddy paid the 30 million. He could have killed the book. So someone catch and kill. Either they're saying, I have a tape and I want you to buy the rights so I don't put it out because it's incriminating you. Or someone is saying, I'm on it and I want exclusive rights and I want to sell it and distribute it and get all the money from it. Because you can sell it to a porn company. You can sell it to, a TMZ. You could sell it somewhere. It could get out there. And maybe that person is thinking, I'm going to profit from it because I'm going to get money before the feds do, before the feds get it. And there is no money to be gotten.
Well, Kim's not more high profile than Diddy, so it has to be somebody else.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
True. True. That's true. That's true.
I know Diddy is Diddy.
That
I
is true.
get that. But okay, so let's go there. Somebody said Mama Kardashian pimps everyone. Kris Jenner. All right, so an A-list celebrity. Who's an A-list celebrity or someone that's more high profile? Since we're speculating, put down in the comments allegedly. This is all alleged. Who could this attorney be speaking on? Who could she be speaking on? Before you say anything, Susie, I'm gonna play the beginning of that clip one more time. And lifers, put in the comments. Who could she be speaking on?
Was recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is.
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before.
Oh, okay.
So they're not in the video.
They're not in the video. Okay, I missed that. All right, so who could it be? I wanna get some comments. I'm looking now. I'm gonna go over to Instagram. Ooh. Here they go. Miss Ancy not playing. She said it's Corey Gamble. Potentially.
I knew she'd have a good answer.
She said it's Corey. Put it in the comments, y'all. Let me know who y'all think it is. We're just speculating. We're not saying it is. We're just saying who could this lawyer be talking about that's saying, I need you to represent me in the sale of a video. Ooh.
It's Miss Netta and Charles.
Ooh. Miss Netta is not as A-list. And hell no. Miss Netta is not no A-list over Diddy. Miss Netta. No, hell no. Them people.
Oh, is your dinner ready?
My wife be playing them damn videos. I be like, babe, why are you playing this mess? Miss Netta. I'll be like, what is it? Man, look. All right, so Derek Tuggle said Ashton Kutcher. Miller has supposedly. Guess. Okay, so check this out. All right, that's a guess. Right. That's a guess. What he said that Mila Kunis has supposedly distanced herself from him. Okay, so maybe a woman would distance herself from her man if he's seen doing some strange for some change with Diddy.
Or if she thinks he's about to fall. because she might already know about the strange behavior.
Could be.
But he's about to be taken down.
Well, let me ask you this, Susie. You're married. You're a A-list celebrity. Your husband's an A-list celebrity, and you find out 20 years ago he was taken advantage of at a freak off, taken advantage of, drugged and taken advantage of. Right? You found it out. You divorcing your husband because he was victimized, or
Absolutely
are you
not.
staying with him? Okay.
I'm staying with him. If we lasted 20 years, that means he's been a good husband in spite of his trauma. So that doesn't change him. He was taken advantage of. It doesn't make him less of a man.
Right. Yeah, it's still traumatizing, and in Hollywood, it could destroy you career wise. You know, if something scandalous comes out. All right, Miss Angie says she wouldn't know what to do with the video. They got kids. I don't think she'd do that. Okay. Let me look at Instagram.
Could be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ooh, Leo.
Once he dropped the Ashton, Leonardo came to mind.
Why
He's
would
in
you
all
say
of them
Why would you say DiCaprio? Tell me why. I mean, I know why, but why are you saying DiCaprio?
because he was in a lot of the footage. There was a clip where they asked who is your most valued VIP to your Diddy parties, and Diddy said Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was in a lot of those footage, and he is really up there, like as far as A-list. So I don't know.
Yeah, I found it.
You're quick. You're on it tonight.
I'm trying. Hold up. Now I gotta find you. Uh-oh. Where's our video? Are you still there?
I'm here.
You still there, Susie? All right. Now I gotta find where we at. Where is our video? See, the devil is a liar.
I'm trying to think who else. I really think it's a politician, or maybe an athlete. It got to be a big athlete.
Hold up. Let me
It
stop
might be
sharing.
LeBron James. We don't like to say certain things, but I'm gonna say it.
I mean, we're speculating, right? We're speculating. And the reason I'm over here kind of stumbling is because I'm like, dang, where's the video? I'm trying to find my production suite. Where are we at? Ah, that's why. Voila, found it. All right, let me share this. This is crazy right here. You said DiCaprio, right? Yeah. So this is super short, but Leonardo DiCaprio was definitely hanging out with Diddy and was one of Diddy's party guests back in the day. This doesn't really incriminate him. It doesn't really do anything other than show that he was there and that Diddy had an affinity for him being his favorite party guest. So it just kind of says that. But I mean, I'll play it because context is important.
And I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
Yes,
right?
without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you. Cheers to that.
See you at the white party.
And I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Now that is DiCaprio in the back. I know that the footage is grainy, it's old, but that is DiCaprio making drinks in the back.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know
Leo.
that.
No, that's Leo. That's definitely Leo. Yep.
And to respond to one of the comments, Miss Netta is not a real woman.
Oh yeah, Miss Netta is a trans woman. Yeah, yep. Y'all ain't getting me canceled. I'm just speaking facts. We tell facts over here at After Dark, the After Dark podcast on Dave Life TV.
Speculation, Susie, tonight.
You can speculate. You can speculate. We're speculating about who we think the lawyer was discussing. Right? We said we think that this lawyer might be discussing who could this client be. Somebody said. So look, we got Ashton Kutcher, we got Corey Gamble. Somebody said Mama Kardashian, which is Kris Jenner. Over on Instagram, man. Shout out to Instagram. I see everybody on Instagram. Y'all need to come on over to YouTube. All right. Hold on. I'm looking to see who. Oh wow.
Corey Gamble's not A-list, so it can't.
Yeah,
be him.
but Kris Jenner is.
Right.
Right. So and that's if that's his girlfriend, and you know,
More high
oh Lord.
profile. Ooh,
Oh man,
more high
Twitter.
profile. What we
Yeah,
got? What we got?
I'm not even gonna read this. they going
Please,
in.
come on. I wish I had it. I'd read it.
You know why? Because it's unrelated. They talking about Will Smith and his
Oh, okay.
alleged rumors. We not talking about
Oh,
Will
okay.
unless it's a Will and Diddy rumor. All right. Man, look, I'm gonna give you a name. This is a name that no one has said.
Come on.
Let me think. Because hold on.
Because I was about to throw TD Jakes out there, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to believe that about Bishop Jakes. I don't want to believe that. I do not want to believe that about Bishop Jakes. I just don't. Look,
Okay.
I'm a church kid. I'm a believer. I don't want to believe that about a man of God. And I'll just say this. Hold on, just hear me out. Just hear me out. I just give me some clippings, give me some proof, give me something. We can talk about it.
It's only valuable because it's going to be rare to find these clippings. That's why it would be so valuable if they
I
actually
agree.
have it.
But do you think so let's stay on the topic of this potential lawsuit, right? This potential pornographic tape, do you think TD Jakes would reach out to this lawyer and say, I want you to represent me in the sale of a potential video?
No, because remember, it's not the person in the video that's trying to sell it. It's the person
Okay.
trying to sell it to the person in the video. Remember?
Okay. So let's keep talking. Who would the public want to see a video of? Diddy
TD Jakes.
and TD Jakes? Hold on. Or Diddy and one of the Kardashians? Or hold on. Or Diddy and possibly Ashton Kutcher? But y'all, no one has said this name. And this is probably the most
Say it,
probable
say it.
name. Jennifer
You're not
Lopez.
talking about.
Just imagine there's a pornographic video, allegedly, of Diddy and J-Lo. Somebody's like, people gonna want to see this. This is gonna be bigger than Ray J and Kim.
Nobody likes her like that, and we know
You
they were
ain't
already
no,
suing.
you're not hearing what I'm saying. No, you're not paying attention. Listen,
Go ahead, say it again. Say it again.
men out here, all right, men and women be
Oh,
lusting. And this is J-Lo in her heyday. This is Jenny from the block, because they ain't been together in years. So if there's some tape, the public would damn sure want to see J-Lo the way they saw Kim and Ray J. They'd want to see J-Lo.
you have a point there.
So
That
somebody,
you definitely did.
you know what I'm saying? They might be trying,
Yes.
and she is A-list, and she is theoretically bigger than Diddy at this point,
Gorgeous.
right?
She's gorgeous. They would definitely want to see her body for sure.
Gorgeous at 50.
For sure.
Gorgeous at 50.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on. All right, I see some of the comments. Somebody said DiCaprio. Somebody said LeBron James.
Thank you.
Somebody said Jay-Z.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Or Beyonce, because the memoir said Beyonce was involved as well.
Somebody said Beyonce. All right, so the whole Jay-Z mentioning in the memoir, right? It mentioned allegedly that Jay-Z was aware that Diddy was going to remove protection from Biggie. So basically, y'all gotta look at the last episode, right? I don't want to get out there too deep because it's a whole 2-hour episode on it. But in the book, it alleges that because Biggie was writing rhymes for Kim, Steez, and Junior Mafia, and not giving himself credit, he would say, "Oh, Kim wrote that. Steez wrote that." Right? That was taking money from Diddy because Diddy owned Biggie's publishing. So the book was saying that because he was stealing from Diddy, even though Diddy was stealing from him, but he was stealing from Diddy. Well, actually, no, let me correct myself. According to Gene Deal, it was a bad contract. It's not that Diddy was stealing from Biggie, but that Biggie had signed a very bad contract. That's what it was saying.
Mhm.
Right? So the memoir suggests that Biggie was going to leave Diddy and start his own label. That Diddy was livid and angry about the disloyalty. And was like, how dare you steal money from me, number one? How dare you try to leave me? And the entire alleged memoir, right? Kim Porter's alleged memoir, that book just alleges that if you're disloyal, Diddy just goes off the handle and does not take it well. And so they said that Jay-Z in the book, it said that Jay-Z met with him and was aware that, you know, that Diddy was going to remove his protection from from Biggie, and that Jay-Z was complicit and was like, good, I've been trying to get that spot anyway. I'm sick of him. And it
Okay,
suggested it suggested things that alleged things. It's the book. The book was wild. That's why I said, even though I want to believe some of the stuff in the book, because some of it sounds very plausible, it's some stuff in there that's just, it's so
but we don't
far-fetched.
know people. We don't know these people. So how is it far-fetched for people we don't know? We don't know them. We don't know what they're capable of. Even when the alleged Kim, if that was her who wrote it, said she's a freak, I would have never assumed that. She looks so pure and innocent and sweet. So we don't know anybody. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw a name out there that don't take my head off, okay? Because like I just said, we
Go
don't
ahead.
know these people, okay?
Mhm.
It could be, it could be Barack. It could be.
Obama. And
It could be.
now y'all playing with my president too.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Wouldn't that be a major?
This is
That's high
listen,
profile. That's high profile.
let me say this. Let me say this. Let's be realistic, okay? Let's be realistic. If Diddy had something on the president of the United States, do you think Diddy would live to tell about it?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No. No. One thing you not gonna do is attack America. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Politicians can go up against politicians, right? Um, three-letter organizations can go against politicians. But a nigga from the streets trying to hold something over the president of the United States, that's holding something over America. It will not be allowed. Oh, trust me. Trust me, if he had something on Barack Hussein Obama, we wouldn't even hear about it.
We haven't heard about it. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is this.
There's
Remember
speculation.
the
There's
attorney
speculation.
said that
Mhm.
this is just speculation. I love Barack, honestly. So it's not like I want to see something bad. I truly love him, and I hate whenever I hear anything bad about him or Michelle. But I'm speculating. Devil's advocate. It's possible because remember the attorney said that she could tell that the individual did not know that he was being recorded. Okay. And it's not saying that Diddy has ever tried to use this against that individual. It's someone else who had access to this video who's trying to use it,
I hear
not
that. I
Diddy
hear that. Well,
and not the
if
individual.
that's the case, it
Yes.
could have been the Pope. It could have been no, I'm
True.
no, just hear me out. Just hear me out. It could have been anybody. Well, actually, let's be for real. It couldn't be the Pope because I've never seen the Pope at a Diddy party. But I have seen Oprah, right? I have seen Barack
Mm.
Obama, right? I've seen people at Diddy parties. So, and the Barack thing was Diddy throwing a party in. I don't want to. I'm not sure if it was Miami, but the Barack thing was Diddy throwing a party out somewhere. I can't say that Barack came to Diddy's crib and was there after 2 a.m. That I don't know about. Okay. So look at Miss Anzie. She said not Barack. He stayed scandal free for 8 years. She said nope, we're not doing that. Barack got more common sense than that. Absolutely not. That payment would have been the government would have canceled that a long time ago. Let me say this real quick. All the people that were after Barack, his political opponents, you don't think if a Diddy tape existed, they would have found out? You don't think? Right? Because hey, if I'm Diddy and I got something over the president, y'all come knocking on my door. I'm letting y'all know I got the tape. Oh yeah. Yep.
For
I ain't
what
going to jail.
reason?
You ain't arresting me. Talk to the president.
Mm.
But again, that's speculation. I'm gonna say this, y'all. I also don't think that Barack likes men. I've never gotten that impression from Barack. I've never gotten that impression from Barack. I've never gotten that impression from Barack. I'm just gonna say it. I'll stay and leave
I
that. I'll leave that
agree.
right.
No, I agree.
So if it
I
were
agree.
something like that, it would have to be completely criminal. It would have to be coercion, drugging, blah blah blah. I'm saying it's not possible, right? But some names now that I have heard, though, there are some names out there, and I'm looking for this one tape, this one clip of this. Have you seen the jailhouse confession of the inmate?
From Miami, the guy from Miami, the sex worker? Absolutely.
Mm,
He tried to assassinate. He's a Hispanic man.
I thought it was a white man.
Well, he was like looked like he was in a interrogation room with like maybe a hospital gown on, possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the guy that attempted to assassinate Trump the first time.
yeah,
He's from Miami.
absolutely. Yeah, he sure did.
Hmm.
Did you hear this man? He said a lot.
Oh, that one hurt my stomach because the names he named. That's why I don't be trying to hear all that. Like, we don't know anybody. We don't know anybody. We like who we like, and we don't want to believe certain things. I get that. I'm like that too. But now this whole thing has opened my eyes to possibilities because he named some people that hurt my stomach. I was like, wow. Oh my God. You looking for it?
I found it.
Boom.
I found it. I'm trying to get a clean copy of it because some people. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Yo, this is crazy. All right, so yep. The man that shot up Trump National Hotel in 2018 reveals that he is one of Diddy's sex slaves and claims that Sean P. Diddy Combs, Rick Ross, and DJ Khaled are all gay. Now, the reason I can read that is because I just read that off of Match Point. I'll show it because this ain't Dave's words. I'm reading it off of something off of Twitter. All right. It's saying, watch the flashback. This is from Match Point on September 26th. It says, the man that shot up Trump National Hotel in 2018 reveals he is one of Diddy's sex slaves, claiming that Diddy, Rick Ross, and DJ Khaled are all gay. Now, again, these thoughts are not necessarily the opinions of Dave Life TV, of Dave Life, of Jamaican Goddess, or anyone connected to the After Dark podcast. We're just playing and reacting to information that is out there. Let's play this.
Combs.
Puff Daddy,
Yeah,
P. Diddy, whatever he calls himself
Yeah.
these days. Yeah, go ahead.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both Diddy and Ross and Khaled. They're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
Yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Got you. All right.
I seen the liquid cocaine. I've drank it myself. Having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time.
Hold on. Now, this is the part, though. He said, I have seen liquid cocaine. They drink it all the time. He said that in 2018. By my calculation, that's 6 years ago. By my calculation, that's 5 years before Cassie said in her November 2023 lawsuit that there was liquid cocaine that they drank. And they called it something. They called it was a name for it. Somebody put in the comments what that name for it was. So this
Was
man
it
is saying
liquid
six.
ecstasy?
No. They called the liquid cocaine. It was a name. It wasn't Molly, right? It was a name. They called it
Oh, I
something,
know what you're talking about.
right? Pink. I gotta look it up. Somebody tell me what they said about what they called it. But I had never in my life heard of liquid cocaine. I had never in my life even knew that you could liquefy it and drink it and live. You know, like I am totally unaware. So for this man to say this back in 2016, and then Cassie comes out and says, hey, a lot of stuff happened to me. And then Lil Rod was the lawsuit where he really did allege the liquid cocaine, because Lil Rod is the one that named the drug mule, the white boy that was the drug mule, the assistant of Diddy that was the drug mule, that when,
The one that got arrested.
come on, when the homes got raided, the drug mule was arrested. And guess what he was in possession of?
Drugs.
Liquid cocaine.
Cocaine. Yep. That could be on those baby oil bottles.
Now we talking, right? It can end up in the, because what they're saying is that you think, oh yeah, you're getting oiled down. This is, God, pause. This is so horrible. You ever heard that meme where the dude, the dog be cutting the guy? It's a dog that's supposed to be a barber. He be getting close to the guy and he'd be like, you got that thing oiled up. He was like, what? You got that thing oiled down. You ever seen that?
But you did a good job of doing it.
Listen, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I mean, it's not. I'm laughing at the foolishness behind it, but can you? I can't imagine.
And Miss Angie said earlier, when we brought up the GHB and the baby oil, if the drugs are in the baby oil, that if they're using that like as lubricant, she was saying how it'll get them high as a kite immediately. Because when you put drugs in the anus, it gets in your
Lord,
bloodstream
yeah.
way
See,
faster.
come on, man. Pause.
Mhm.
Y'all getting graphic, but I mean, you're telling the truth, though. You're telling the
Yeah.
truth. You're telling the truth.
Well,
Yeah,
this man said Rick Ross and Khaled.
yeah. I
Come
mean,
on, I believe Khaled. I believe the Khaled one, but whew,
somebody said, "Is it
that
called
almost hurt my
lean?"
stomach.
I said, "No,
No,
it ain't
that's
lean."
syrup.
Right, that's scissor. All right. Somebody said Beyonce. We're still talking about the person that could have brought the lawsuit or is
I
trying
told you.
to shop the video. Somebody said Tyler Perry.
Oh, I didn't think about that, but I never
I
seen him
didn't
with
either.
Diddy. Have you?
No,
Mm-mm.
no, I haven't. I haven't. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to think that about him either. And the reason I say that is because I know he does a lot of good for people. He helps out a lot of people. So I don't want to think that, but that's the church kid in
Oh,
me.
listen,
That's the
I
church
don't
kid in
give a
me.
flying. Hold on now, because hold up. The victim in me
Okay.
doesn't like when people talk like that. And you're not offending me
No,
at all.
I'm tracking. I'm tracking. You're
I'm
right.
not offended. No, you could speak freely. That's your, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to speak mine now. I hate when people don't want to believe something because someone could be dying. Someone could be wanting to wanting to delete themselves because no one
Yeah.
believes them or they have somebody on a pedestal. Justin Bieber could have easily become Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
Easily. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to
You're
believe.
right,
I love
Susie.
a lot of these people. I love a lot of these people who even I've named. When I tell you I love them and I hope it's not true, but I'm also open to the fact that it could
That it
be.
could be
Because I
true.
don't know these people.
I
These are
agree.
celebrities.
I agree.
But what
I
about the
do.
person next door that's going through something and we ignore them because they're not famous? What about someone in our circle that we heard something about, but like it's not like a very, entertaining, so we don't care. They're just Keisha down the street or Tyrone is being molested. We don't care, but we're all tied up into these celebrities. We don't know these people.
You're right.
We don't know.
You're right, Susie, and I'm gonna give you some applause for that. You're right, because it could be. Listen. It could be TD Jakes, because he did say in one of his sermons, "Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed up?"
Swallowed up.
Now I know he was talking about Jonah and the whale and being swallowed up by circumstances, but the way somebody cut that up one time, and I just said, I'm not gonna laugh at that. I'm gonna go straight to hell. So I
Oh
try
my
not to
God,
laugh.
it was
All right.
hilarious.
Okay. Somebody said Daisy Cooper said Jaguar said it's pink thing, but it's not only cocaine. It has 3 ingredients, and you make it, and it makes you numb, so you don't feel the pain of penetration, and it makes you willing. And I did read in anime. Oh, she continues. One ingredient makes you horny, one makes you numb, and the other one disorients. I did hear about some ingredient that was, and it might have been the GHB, but it was some ingredient that would give you temporary memory loss, like memory loss for, let's say, 4 hours, and so things will
Like some
happen,
Men in
and
Black type stuff.
yeah, and people could not remember. You know what I'm saying? Daisy is talking about Tusi. Yeah, maybe they did call it Tusi.
I think that is the name. Yes.
Tusi. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Susie, we've done it again. We've reached our 2-hour limit. And I still feel like we got more to talk about.
I just want to thank all the viewers tonight. You guys were engaged. You kept it was entertaining. We got information, we got comments, we got suggestions. You
Now,
guys made tonight's show very fun.
last week though, we cut the show off and we came back with the after show. I don't want to cut it off this week because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we can keep going.
I need to go boil an egg. I'm kidding.
Lord have mercy, Susie.
If you see me move off the camera for a minute, I'm just putting the
No,
water on the stove. Don't worry about it.
ain't no boiling eggs. You know what, Susie? All right, so I'll tell you what. Susie, do you feel like, I think we should save more for another day? Because I feel like there was a lot of information given out behind the scenes that we have to sift through.
And we'll have more by the time we wake up anyway. It's gonna be another headline. So
Yeah, it's gonna be another headline. And we didn't even get to how Dame Dash is saying, Jaguar Wright is saying so many things and no one is suing her. Why isn't she getting sued? Miss Anzie says Susie better get a rose. All right, hold up. I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute. If y'all want us to keep going, just put keep going in the comments. If y'all want us to keep going, can you do another hour, Susie? Can you 30 minutes?
I mean, if they so require. I mean, but Miss Angie, I'm not doing it for pleasure. I'm trying to see if I can make it in the industry. It's not about pleasure, it's
You know what?
sacrifice.
You know what, Susie? Oh, you know what? Hey, Susie, you know what? I'm going to trust my better judgment. We're gonna call it a show. But we're gonna go back live right now for the after show like we did last week.
Okay.
All right, but we only gonna
That'll
do an
give me a
hour.
chance to put on my apron.
Yeah, you go freshen up and all that stuff. So look, y'all, I want y'all to subscribe and everything to our YouTube. Go to Dave Life TV. All right. Subscribe to me on YouTube and come right back. I know we got 30 people watching on this. We got 20 on that. I see everybody on Instagram. Right now we got about 50 people, 50 eyes on it. Please come back. We will be back in less than 5 minutes. All right, it's After Dark, man. We'll see y'all in a minute.